Welcome to True North Perspective. My name is Sean, and I'm here again with an update for you on the ongoing situation in Gaza. In the previous video, I had mentioned that we will be discussing that as well too. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. As you know, the month of for those that are Muslims, whether you're from the Shia sect, Sunni sect, or just generally a Muslim, you should, everybody should be aware that it is a month of Ramadan, the month of fasting. So I just want to kind of set the context for you. Just imagine, a child in Gaza that is fasting. They will be breaking their fast with bullets and with carpet bombing rather than dates and milk. The situation is that dire right now, and I'm not exaggerating. I'm not trying to blow things out of proportion here. This is not. I'm not being hyperbolic here. I'm telling you the honest truth. The situation is very, very dire. I'm sure that all of you are aware that Donald Trump had promised that there will be peace in the Middle East, and I put that in quotation marks because there is no peace. And then he went and he started this fraudulent board of peace where, all these leaders, high-profile, high-quality leaders actually joined the board. And let me kind of give you an idea of who some of these leaders are. Well, the actual genocidal maniac himself, Benjamin Netanyahu, is on the actual board. Vladimir Putin, who's also a war criminal, has killed hundreds of thousands of people, is on the board. So he has his board assembled, that consists of war criminals and murderers that he's now actually handling the situation in Gaza. And every time he talks, every time he's asked about Gaza, he's like, oh yeah, there's peace in the Middle East. And you and I both know, anybody with half a mind knows that there is no peace, right? People are still dying. They have died since, that fake peace treaty was actually introduced. Again, there are terms and conditions that Hamas is not accepting. And there is an end game to all this, and we'll look into it. We'll get into that. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. And so there it is, board of peace. And let's talk about what recently has gone on here. Trump claims his board peace will prove to be the most consequential international body in history. He has pledged $5 billion for humanitarian and reconstruction efforts in Gaza. However, we all know he and his third world country dictators have no intentions of helping the people of Gaza. I'm going to leave this picture up for you so that way you can take a look. And there it is. You've got, Putin himself. You have Donald Trump himself, Benjamin Netanyahu. These guys, they don't care about Gaza. For Benjamin Netanyahu, it comes down to the Greater Israel Project, and there's no lying about that. There's no sugarcoating it, right? That what they want is Israel to grow beyond the state they are right now. So that's what it's in it for them. For Donald Trump, he's a real estate mogul, right? He claims to be one of the best real estate agents out there. That's for him, for his family, Jared Kushner, who's all of a sudden also involved right now, which I don't understand because he has nothing to do with the federal government in the United States of America, is now also part of this project. And I'm going to do a separate video on what he plans to do with Gaza, and it is absolutely distasteful. It is despicable. What they're trying to do, honestly, is they're trying to build, a resort on top of the bones and the human remains of thousands of Palestinians. That's what they're doing. That's what the resort is. It's just what's happening right now is unbelievable. I'm going to show you right now here some of the numbers, and that's where I wanted to start. Right now, the media, doesn't show you this. They don't give you the reality of this. And here is an article or a post here. The media won't tell you this, but Israel has now killed 680,000 Palestinians in Gaza. 479 of them were children. Okay, and so this needs to get out there that they're not just killing militants. They're not just killing terrorist Hamas. They're actually targeting kids, right? And if you watch some of my videos previously, you'll see that I've mentioned that these IDF soldiers play a game. They will decide that what they're gonna, how they're gonna shoot a child. And Doctors Without Borders, and I'm talking about Jewish doctors themselves, have actually come and have talked about this and have said that they will be basically working on injuries of kids, and they'll notice that the same type of injuries are coming in. There have been reports where there'll be injuries to the private region area of kids, because that's what the target of the day is. And it's sickening. It's really absolutely sickening. So these are the numbers. I'm going to get into this further. The good news is that the world is seeing this, right? There's marches, there's protests everywhere. And I encourage you, honestly, and again, I'm not just saying this, because, I'm a Muslim, or because, I'm saying this because generally humanity, it doesn't matter whether they're Muslims, whether they're Palestinians. If it was any other race, any other nation, my opinion and my feelings would be the same. because nobody deserves a life like this. You know, if you're going to have a war, you know, fight the war the right way. You know, if you're going after militants, go after militants. Don't go into, you know, residential areas, you know, and you know, bombard schools and, you know, hospitals. And that's what they're doing right now. Right, they've closed off the border that goes into Egypt for people that need cancer treatments, not able to get in, and it's all here. Like, you know, it's all provable, it's all fact checkable. But let's keep going here. What I do want to talk about is right now, as of today, 100 states. More than 100 states and international organizations have joined the statement condemning Israel's unilateral measures and rejecting annexation. So basically what they're doing is they've now started getting into West Bank. They're sending all these people to go and burn down properties of people that actually live there. You know, they're hurting kids there as well too. And there's a statement here. I'll leave a link again in the video so you can take a look. And initially, as you can see, it was 85. Now it is 100. And it is a happy moment for me. It definitely is that, you know, the world is seeing the atrocities that, you know, the IDF in Israel is actually, you know, causing out there, the type of damage that they're doing and what they're doing to these, you know, some of these innocent civilians, right? I'm happy that they're condemning it, but condemning is not enough, right? Condemnation is absolutely not enough. What we need is the ICC to act. What we need is, you know, for Benjamin Netanyahu to be actually arrested, you know, imprisoned, and, you know, he should face justice for his crime. Recognize both nations, right? Recognize Israel, recognize Palestine, let Palestine, you know, be free, let them build their own government. Like right now, what they want to do is with the Board of Peace, they want to overlook the project of reconstructing Gaza. But we all know what that project is going to lead to. Right? They don't want Palestinians to come back in. They want to eradicate the Palestinians. And there's no sugarcoating that. Everybody should know that, right? So that's good news, but again, it's not enough. The other thing that I did want to also very quickly show you, this is the actual picture of what's happening in Gaza. This is the current situation. Buildings destroyed, people still living, you know, that are living in Gaza are actually, you know, living in places that are completely destroyed, you know, that they're harmful to their health. Now, the other thing that I really wanted to point out, and this is very important, is that there are reports that are coming in, and this is from DropSite. DropSite is a very reliable, you know, media agency, and what they're saying is that, and again, these reports are actually coming from Doctors Without Borders. They're actually coming back, you know, after they've done their due diligence there. And what they're saying is that, you know, the IDF soldiers in Israel is actually harvesting organs. So I'm going to play this video for you. I'm going to read this. As you can see here, a San Diego special education teacher Nasreen Atassi was fired on February 9th after posting a video stating that Israeli steals livers and kidneys and eyeballs. The California Post reports that San Diego Unified School District confirmed her dismissal after the clip was amplified by Stop Anti-Semitism and complaints from Jewish groups. Her remarks come amid extensive reports from Palestinian medical professionals pointing to Israel carrying out the removal of organs from bodies returned from Israel custody, citing surgical incisions, missing vital organs, and the absence of autopsy documentation. On February 5th to 6th, staff at Al-Shifa Medical Complex said they received 54 bodies and dozens of boxes of remains returned from Israel custody that showed signs of surgical organ removal. Doctors at Nasser Medical Complex in Khan Yunis have found similar cases. Gaza's health ministry Director General Dr. Munir Al-Bursh stated the examinations found missing kidneys, livers, and corneas, chest cavities opened with surgical precision, some reportedly stuffed with cotton, and bodies returned without autopsy reports or documentations. UK surgeon Dr. Ghassan Abusita, reviewing photographs, said the precision of the incision suggests medical experts consist with transplant procedures. So just think about this for a moment. You know, they're sending back the bodies of these hostages, and there's incisions all over them, and there are signs that organs are missing. So apart from torturing, you know, these innocent civilians in Gaza and killing them, they're also removing the organs. I mean, how low can you get? How cruel can you get? Right? Is this really? Are they really trying to end terrorism here? Come on. Right? You know, back to the article here. Pro-Israel advocacy groups have labeled the evidence blood libel, the same label they applied to Atassi after she appointed to mounting medical reports from Gaza Doctors of Israel carrying out organ theft. Context: in 2009, the former head of Israel's Abu Kabir Forensic Institute, Israel's primary center for forensic pathology and autopsies, Dr. Yehuda Hiss, confirmed that the pathologist had harvested skin, corneas, and hearts, health valves from both Palestinians without family consent during the 1990s. So it's been ongoing, you know, the attention. Look, here's the bottom line, right? Reporters cannot even go into Gaza without getting, you know, killed. They don't want the truth to get out there. I'm going to play this video for you. It is quite short. Take a look for yourself. It is devastating.
And we shouldn't accept the videos of Israeli and Iranian flags together. I believe that Israel is hijacking the protests in order to do the same BS that they're always doing, which is just stealing from people, and that includes everything from goods and services all the way down to their livers and kidneys and eyeballs. And we shouldn't.
So that was the teacher that actually got fired for posting that video. It is unbelievable. There's another article here and another video that I'll show you very, very quickly. And this is Dr. Thawabat's of Gaza's information office. Breaking clear evidence points to organ theft from the bodies of 120 Palestinian hostages returned by the Israeli occupation as part of the ceasefire deal. Dr. Ismail al-Thawabat, Director General of Government Media in Gaza, confirmed that many of the martyrs' bodies handed over to Gaza Ministry of Health were found missing organs such as corneas and livers, in addition to severe mutilation and disfigurement. Some bodies were returned without heads, limbs or internal organs, while others were completely melted or unrecognizable. Al-Tawabath stated that these findings strongly indicate the systematic harvesting of organs by Israel occupation forces, crimes that must be documented and brought before the international courts. And this is again from Al Jazeera. It was a live broadcast. Well, let me play this for you. Again, it's only a minute video, and I'll speed it up a little bit for you.
وأيضا لدينا شكوك عميقة بأن الاحتلال الإسرائيلي قام بسرقة أعضاء من هؤلاء الشهداء، مثل سرقة قرنيات العيون أو سرقة أكباد الشهداء.
هذه النقطة دكتور إسماعيل.
وأيضا لدينا شكوك عميقة بأن الاحتلال الإسرائيلي قام بسرقة أعضاء من هؤلاء الشهداء، مثل سرقة قرنيات العيون أو سرقة أكباد الشهداء.
هذه النقطة دكتور إسماعيل.
كان ذلك واضحا تماما.
دكتور إسماعيل، خليني أقف أمام هذه النقطة تحديدا، سرقة الأعضاء. يعني الامور تبقى تحتاج الى توثيق، لانه انت ما تحدثت انت عنه، يعني بعض من تابعوكم خلال اليومين الماضيين تحدثوا ان هذه جرائم لابد ان توثق تقدم للمحاكم الدوليه. موضوع سرقه الاعضاء، كيف وجدتموها وكيف اثبتتم هذه السرقه؟
نعم اخي مصطفى، يعني على مدار حرب الاباده الجماعيه نحن استلمنا العشرات من جثامين الشهداء التي كان يلقيها الاحتلال الاسرائيلي في حاويات معدنيه يلقيها بالقرب من مستشفيات الجنوب، وتحديدا بالقرب من مجمع ناصر الطبي. هذه الجثامين عندما نقلبها نجد ان اجزاء كبيره من جثامين الشهداء غير موجوده. هناك انصاف اجساد، وهناك اجساد بدون رؤوس، وهناك اجساد بدون اطراف، وهناك اجساد ذائبه تماما، وهناك اجساد بدون عيون، وهناك اجساد بدون اعضاء داخليه في جسم الانسان. وبالتالي نحن نوجه اتهاما صريحا لقوات الاحتلال الاسرائيلي ولجيش الاحتلال الاسرائيلي بان سلطات الاحتلال الاسرائيلي ربما وبشكل كبير جدا ان الاحتلال قام بسرقه اعضاء هؤلاء الشهداء الكرام، لان هذه الاعضاء لم تكن موجوده في عندما قمنا بتفقد هذه الحالات.
So you can see here, guys, and again, this is in Arabic, so feel free to read the subtitles. But what the Al Jazeera journalist is saying is that these crimes should be reported, documented, and they should be submitted to the ICC. And I completely agree. 120 bodies returned with missing organs. So there's a lot going on that we are not aware of. There's a lot of atrocities occurring, and we people, it doesn't matter what religion, what color skin you are, what caste you are, it really doesn't matter. We should be sticking up for anybody that's going through these type of atrocities. And it's not just Gaza, it's Sudan, it's Lebanon, and there's only one common denominator here in most of these cases, and it is Israel. Israel continues to bomb Lebanon. They've killed multiple innocent civilians there, claiming that Hezbollah has their headquarters there, but they're not targeting any of those headquarters. What they're doing is they're targeting residential areas, and they're killing innocent civilians, including children. Yemen has been another area. Gaza has been their main focus. And so if you dumb it down and you summarize it, you're looking at not only organ harvesting, you're looking at genocide through starvation, through blocking of aid. And I told you, that the border crossing of Rafah to Egypt has been closed, or it's very limited, which means that anybody that needs medications or needs to, get treatment for cancer, they cannot get. The other point right now is that we have to take into consideration that the fasting month has started, and along with the atrocities, most of these Muslims who believe in God, they're very pious people. They will be fasting. So, my heart breaks, to be frankly honest, and I just don't know what it's going to take for the world to wake up, for ICC to wake up and kind of do something about this. But I am also hopeful, that these demonstrations are taking place, these protests are taking place. I'm hopeful that, United Nations will step up. I'd like to hear your thoughts on the ongoing situation in Gaza. I should put it out there that, look, I have I harbor no hate for, the Jewish religion, because it's not all Jewish. Just like, in my religion, in Muslim religion, it's not everybody's a terrorist. You have your extremist, right-wing groups. It goes with every religion, right? It goes without saying. They are, a lot of Jewish folks that are very good people. They're religious people, rabbis included, that actually support, they're pro-Palestine, I should say. So again, I just want to harbor out there, I'm just bringing this out to you not to create more division and hatred. I'm bringing this out for your awareness. And as I bring out more videos, we'll get into more depth and history of what's going on. There's a lot to cover. But again, I thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you stay till the end, leave a blue heart. And leave a comment. Tell me what you think about the entire situation in the world right now. Vent it out. Let me know. Let's have a conversation. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.